My hair doesn't look good.
Oh, you're on camera saying my hair doesn't look good.
It doesn't.
Welcome everyone to the Supplement Engineer channel. My name is Robert Chinesky. Joining me is my hairless wonder wife. That's all messed up.
Not really cute today.
Not
okay though.
We'll allow you the millions that subscribe to us.
Yeah, right.
We'll tolerate you for another week, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us as always. If you have any comments, questions, query, quips, smart aleck remarks, or cocktail concoctions, feel free to post them up in the comments section. We will answer anything and everything during our 45, 60-minute chat that we're here with you. Anything, if it seems like we're not getting to your question, I promise you we're not ignoring it. Sometimes YouTube just gets a little stupid. There's a character limit on there, so keep things short and sweet, and we'll answer anything and everything. If you like what we're doing here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other questions that you're catching us on the replay, send an email to thesupplementengineer@gmail.com or leave something, comments there below. If you enjoy the Final Scoop podcast or the Supplement Engineer podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or any other podcast perusing platform, and you enjoy what we're doing, leave us a 5-star review. That helps us climb up in the almighty algorithm that dictates anything and everything to which we are exposed these days. So
that was it.
We are off to the races. Yes, I finished my minute-and-a-half spiel.
It is, and you say you don't want to be you don't want to be sponsored because then you have to plug their items, but you kind of plug yourself. I feel like we could easily get a sponsor.
I could. It's just so irritating because I'll be listening to a podcast sometimes, and there's 4 minutes at the very beginning of the podcast where people are just rambling, and I just skip through everything. And then what really irritates me is somebody will be in the middle of a question, and and it goes, "Hi, have you tried something?"
Okay, see, I don't like ads, but I don't mind personal things.
It's in the middle of the podcast. I use Shopify. Okay, and I fast. Who the hell sits there and listens to that and thinking, "I'm really gonna listen to this"? No, that.
But wait, see, okay, when we watched Mike and Mike on ESPN, and you could hear Mike and Mike. And they would do a little ad and I always use I still remember it was Regis, right? If you need an office building, Regis, REGU. I was oh, okay. And I thought it was interesting because I felt like they were plugging things that they were actually okay with. And I feel like I would listen to someone plug something.
They weren't okay. They would just get money.
I disagree with that. I think it's like Frasier. If he doesn't approve of the Chinese restaurant, he's not going to endorse the Chinese restaurant.
We'll see.
I think that's how, I don't know. Maybe there's not integrity, but I think there's integrity.
There's zero integrity. In the supplement industry? Are you kidding me?
I don't know anything about the supplement. I'm a teacher. How can there not be integrity in math?
It's that big funding you get.
Today I taught integrals. It was really fun.
If only I knew then what I know now, that integrals got you turned on.
Okay, wait. You know what's really funny? Is that I was really tired this morning, and my C block was really tired this morning. So I did what anybody would do. I played Casey and the Sunshine Band. Baby, give it up. Give it up.
Oh, that's not even one of the
give
best
it
songs.
up. Anyway, so I was playing it and dancing, and then I played the LSU Earthquake, and then another math teacher came in and was like, "What are you learning?" I was like, "Oh, integrals." She goes, "What song is this?" I go, "It has nothing to do. Nothing. I'm just trying to wake them up." So every time they gave a good answer, I'd play another clip.
You should play the theme.
I just kept playing.
Okay,
so what I do in my classroom, because they have desks, I came up with the greatest idea to give tests. I make it a choo-choo train around my room, like a perimeter, where they're all facing forward and there's no one next to you. There's only someone directly in front of you and directly behind you, and you can't turn around. So you literally can't cheat. And so I call it a choo-choo train. And so I give them a quiz every morning, right when they walk in, because they were slacking. I was like, the audacity of you to sleep during my class, and I'm trying to be nice and not give you any homework. Pop quiz every morning, suckers. So then I make them choo-choo train. So today, as they were walking in, I played that rap song, ride that choo-choo, woo, woo, ride that choo-choo, woo.
That's high school.
And I was like, choo-choo train, guys. Choo-choo train the desk.
Is that high school or is that?
That was 7th grade.
7th grade?
Because I remember my friend and I making up a dance to it. What? Touch the floor. Up. I still remember it.
Or when we would teach karate kick to St. Christopher, they always had a DJ doing that.
But I can still do it. I didn't have to be a cheerleader to dance. I do talk over you.
There we go. Hey, Devin. Brooke, great to see you too, Brooke. Thanks for tuning in. Disgusting.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Disgusting. Pizza Hut pizza sucks. I paid extra for double jalapenos. I got a total of 6 jalapenos on the entire pizza.
Yeah,
it was gross. I should have just gone with the local pizza place, but I was trying to keep track of how many calories I was actually eating. So
it's
I thought,
easier
let me
to
go
do
with that because they have it all listed there. It was gross, man.
It was about the crust.
It's freaking go eat a dried out sponge that you wash your dishes with. That's kind of what it was like. I had 2 large pizzas. I ended up eating 10 pieces of the 16. I felt fine. I got tired of eating crappy pizza, so that's why I stopped eating. It was gross. Next time I'm gonna have to get good food.
Well, the problem is, it was at 11 o'clock at night. How are you gonna get quality food at 11 o'clock at night unless you go to Sonic?
even then, man, you're probably getting like the leftover fries that have been through the deep fryer like 16 times
Yeah, that's
throughout the day.
gross.
Yeah, that would have been really gross. So,
Here's the weird thing. One of my students is getting a job at Cane's.
hey,
And I said, do you know the story of Cane's? You know, the guy's from LSU and he didn't know. And I thought, shame on you. You should not know. You should know that you are getting a job from someone who is an LSU grad. Go Tigers. And then I started watching videos of the marching band. And I got to be honest, I was telling Robert, oh my God, it's so fun. Nobody understands how much fun it is to be in the marching band because you're part of something powerful and it's so much fun. Did you want to show the clip of Neck?
no, that might just be the intro music.
We're going to have
from here
intro
on.
music from here on out, but I want the clip to be the entire student section. And it's so clear. You know what? We'll just play it for you and tell me what you think they're saying. How about that? It's pretty fun.
Well, if my brother's tuning in and his kids are watching, we probably shouldn't play that clip. Phil,
It's
Phil,
pretty clear
Phil,
what they're
if you're,
saying.
if you're watching,
It's like,
Phil,
oh,
let me know real quick. You
they're
got
saying
30
something.
seconds. If not, we're gonna
They're
play
saying
this.
something.
They're saying
I
something.
mean,
It's not
and the thing is
exactly
you can't really stop like thousands of people from saying the same thing in unison. I know.
Yeah.
I did that over
Over
Christmas.
Christmas.
And it was amazing. And the thing that, like, wait, after you watch, that's Brooke, right?
Yeah.
Brooke, when you're done watching it, actually in between them, like in between 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, what I need you to do is if you have the extended edition DVDs, do we still have DVDs? If you have the DVDs, go look at how they made it, like behind the scenes. You're going to be shocked. Like, it's one scene where they walk through a room and then they literally had costume designers. Like, they had that, like, honestly, it must have been hundreds of people working on set to design all the little intricacies. It's amazing. That's someone's job. Okay, yeah, we're going to show this clip. I'm so
All right,
excited.
we've passed the obligatory CYA motion for Phil
Okay.
and the family.
I saw the numbers go down, so maybe like it just popped up. They don't want to LSU. Are you sharing your screen or just listening? Here we go,
Wait,
guys.
Stop it. Stop.
Here we go, guys.
Stop.
It's really important that you understand
How amazing.
how amazing LSU's marching band is and the way the fans react to it.
How amazing I was. in
Nobody
LSU marching band.
understands how amazing it is. Here it is. Can you turn it up? Just listen, everybody. Oh, it's so great. Ah, miss it. Here it is. One last time, everybody. Ta-da! Oh,
And
Just
now you know
another
why
day.
that song got banned. It was
just
introduced
another day in Tiger.
our,
Last year.
in Tiger Band.
It was introduced that year. Like, we came up with the dance, like what we do with our trumpets. Like, we introduced that.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yep. Try the Rock. No, I have not. From what I've heard from Shane and Robbie, it's definitely not worth it.
You're talking about The Rock,
The Rock, yes, Dwayne
Yeah.
The Rock Johnson,
the one from Hope White E.
the man with the people's elbow from WWF fame.
Did he do that?
Yeah.
And hit. Oh, it's funny. I just
Uh-huh.
remember that from Will Smith. Will Smith would do that in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air every time he fought.
Yeah.
He'd go, boom.
Yeah. No, I have zero. I don't buy much energy drinks really at all, unless like a company sends them out our way for us to try.
Yeah, and then it makes me sad
Um,
because I fall in love with them, and then we won't buy them, and then I think, oh, we're out
We've
of
got enough other stimulants.
we're out of
workouts and
energy
stuff
drinks. Yeah,
like
but then
that.
we have all the ones that I don't really like that much. I'm like, I want the ones I like, and he's like, I'm not buying you an energy drink when we have all these free ones. I said, okay, well, Mister, I'm gonna buy all the protein bars. Blah, blah.
We don't get those for free.
I get okay.
No, I've heard that the flavor is very underwhelming, and yeah,
Mm.
find those DVDs. I'm still in contact with them. Yeah, we have the DVD. Oh, I'm sure they make the extended edition like Blu-rays now. If you want to like upgrade to like the
I don't know.
Ultra
I don't
HD
know
or 4K
anymore
or
about
something.
anything. You know, they don't even have a. We still have a Blockbuster. I watched the documentary on the last surviving Blockbuster in Oregon, Bend, Oregon. Is it still there after COVID? I don't know. They stopped filming in 2019.
2019.
So who knows? Is it alive?
Yes, I would.
I just like to drink the free ones. So there's where I'm at. I like the free ones. They taste good. I like the Zero Power. Those are my favorite. The Zero Power. That's what they're called?
Zero performance.
Oops. Well, whatever. I just drink them. I don't read
Well,
them.
our hookup there was James, who used to be at Bang, which is why we had all those Bangs for a while. He's now at America Energy, and I've heard America Energy is like some of the best tasting ones on the market.
Well,
So,
I really liked Zero. What was it called?
Zero
Performance. I keep saying power.
Yeah.
Zero Performance, which still sounds like negative. Like I'm not performing, but I don't know. But anyways, they tasted so good and they were so easy to drink. And all these other, let me tell you why I like Zero Performance. I was drinking it and it tasted like I was just drinking mildly delicious water. When I drink an energy drink, I'm drinking candy. And I don't want to drink candy. I want to drink something that's like relatively normal tasting,
Like water?
but with energy. Oh, you know they're making energy carbonated water?
Yes, they do. Yeah, it's.
Maybe I would like it.
They also.
If
that's
they
the
gave
thing.
it to me for free,
It's like-
maybe I would like it.
It's those kind of things are like the equivalent of like the White Claws, the hard sell, like all those nasty.
We
things.
make fun of your sister so bad for drinking those. Get some whiskey
I make fun of.
or a beer.
I make fun of Gerhard too
God.
at Fitness Informant because he drinks this.
I think that's like so funny to make fun of somebody who drinks that.
It's funny to make fun of them, or
Lame.
they're lame.
I think it's
that
funny. I think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
I think it's funny.
Is it funny that they drink it, or funny to make fun
How
of them?
about
Is the way you phrase
how
it.
about on the terms of funny? I was teaching my calculus class, my pre-calculus class with seniors, and the date happened to be April 20th. Okay, which by the way is 420. So I'm like writing the date. Okay, guys, it's 420, and they're like, huh? And I was like, oh, Mr. Netsky said 420. Weed. So, anyways, later we were trying to find the area under a curve, and it just so happened that the answer was also 420. And I thought this senior who never gets things right was so happy and laughing because he got it right. And he was like, yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah, yeah. And then he was like, did you do this on purpose? I said, do what on purpose? And I looked at the answer and I was like, oh, no. I did not give you the answer 420 on 420 on purpose. It's fine. Weed.
I don't know if necessarily gaming market.
Why? What do you mean to say that?
Did Robbie say something? I'm not going to say anything without Robbie's permission. Robbie and I are discussing a bunch of things that haven't been made public yet. I
So
don't
let's
know-
not publicize what's not to be public.
Yeah, I don't know what I can say, what I can't say, what I should deny, what I can't deny. So I'm just not going to say much of anything. Right?
Okay, well that sounds great. Anywho,
Morally ambiguous.
do you remember the ambiguously duo from what were they?
The ambiguously gay duo on
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live, the little cartoons that they drew.
Oh, how could I become a better educator for my 4-year-old? Can I tell
You'd be a
you?
smart man.
Can I
I
tell
like
you?
that qualifier, Chris.
Can I tell you that I have learned the best thing you can do for a child that is 3 or 4 is, how do I say this? What's the words I'm looking for?
Spend time with them and don't show them TV.
Make them feel bad when they make a bad decision and tell them why. And then forgive them immediately when they apologize and pretend like it never happened. Does that make sense? Like, don't pretend like it never happened, but like get over it really fast and then talk about it. Be like, that was a bad decision. We're not going to do that again. That was so great. Like, talk about it, right? I think making good choices is one of them. In regard to educating, like, intelligence, playing number things with them, but not actually like that. Just saying things like 2 and 2 is 4. And then like every time you play with things, be like, that's so funny. How many is that? How many is that? Number skills, just basic number skills are good. And then I agree, reading all the time. Reading, and not watching any form of TV, which does, by the way, require you to do all the work. What's up?
No, keep talking about that.
But because that helps their attention span and their vocabulary and their verbiage. And you don't just have to read them kids' books. Robert, like, we read really big books. Like, let me show you the book we're currently reading our 3-year-old. Let me get the Grimm's Fairy Tales book. Where is it? It's over here.
It's in her bedroom.
Yeah.
Back there.
This is the book we read her.
One of many. Devin, yeah, I just pulled up the story. So, yeah, Overtime is getting overhauled. We're making V3 for Overtime. Hold on, let me finish. We are making V3 for Overtime. There is a another option that is in the works as well. Robbie and I were talking about that this morning. Yes, there is something else going on. I didn't know. I actually revealed that now. There's a bunch of things that work. Like, we still got that joint supplement, which has been sitting in the queue for like 3 or 4 months now. That's coming. We've got the lower stim powdered nootropic. So Overtime is going back to a capsule thing because right now we have double impact. Overtime is going to stay as a capsule one, but I've been telling Robbie forever that we need a powdered nootropic, and so there will be a lower stemmed nootropic that will be a powder form. So, but the new Overtime label is pretty awesome. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a book that we got. It's a fairy tale book, right? but there's a lot of words. So like, that's a lot of words that you're reading. And the language is older. Like they'll say someone wept with, and then they were like joyful with glee and they mourned the loss or whatever. And so there's really not a lot of pictures. So first I got her sitting through these. There are pictures, but not a lot. And there's a lot of words, right? So then we got her through that. Then we went to this book. I'm reading these books with her. So it has like Snow White, and it has like a picture or two, but then it doesn't. And she's got to use her imagination to figure it out. So we're telling her stories. Then one of the other things that we did show her the movie. Oh,
We also
we showed her lots of pictures, but the language and the story is harsh. There's doppelgangers that are evil in here.
she knows the word doppelganger right now. One thing we did do, we
She
did
knows
not
the word
show her
doppelganger.
any TV before the age of 2, and
Well,
even
this kid's 4, but
yeah,
we
I know,
didn't show any
but
TV
even
or
now,
tablets.
we don't do any
before the age of
tablet
2.
games. Like a lot of parents say, well, there's educational stuff on tablets and
So there's books too.
yeah, there's books, there's games. I mean, that's
Blocks. And we don't even give her blocks all the time. She'll make blocks. Here's the thing.
yeah. Give
What is
them
it?
time to be bored and figure out how to
Yeah.
play on their own.
And don't give them a bunch of toys because she will make toys out of things. Like I have a bunch of ribbons that are small and they're circular because they're wrapped up.
Yeah.
She pretends they're cookies. She pretends that a pillow is an oven. Like I actually think she doesn't play with a lot of the toys that we do have. We don't even have that many. But the ones we do, she doesn't do it as much because she likes to kind of use her imagination to figure stuff out. But one of the things, like I said, that Robert came up with is we did show her movies but when we show her movies, we sit and talk with her with it. Like, that's bad, that's good, that's bad, that's good. Don't be like her, be like that. You know what I'm saying? Those people are jealous because she's so pretty. So you got to watch out for that. So anyways, then Sleeping Beauty, the old one, is a good one. And Cinderella is a good one. Let's talk about why. One of the reasons why they're so good, the fact that they're older and maybe that actual paper cartoon looks different than the CGI, I think. But the second thing that's good is there's classical music. So Sleeping Beauty, if I'm not mistaken, is a Tchaikovsky. You can just watch Sleeping Beauty. But Tchaikovsky is like a composer, right? And so I want to say Sleeping Beauty is like one of those, so he did like Swan Lake, obviously, in the Nutcracker. But like, there's a soundtrack for everything. There's background sound and orchestration. Every time the mouse sees something, like the cello's like, doo-doo-doo, and so there's music, right? So then on Netflix or on Amazon Music, it has the soundtrack. So we won't show her the movie now. We'll like just play the music for her. And so she knows what's happening from her imagination and memory of what happened in the movie based on what the sound is, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Right? So like in Sleeping Beauty, she knows when the happy fairies are like making the cake and making the dress because the music is kind of there. She knows when Maleficent comes in because the music is there. So what that's actually doing is triggering certain things in her brain with memory, with imagination and creativity, which is better than just watching it, right? So it's getting her to kind of associate and use her and like recall. It's actually recalling things without her actually having to see it. So food for thought, language and music are really powerful that people kind of seem to neglect. And the other thing is, don't ever show your kid any movie or music you don't like. This is the time when you guys get to bond over things that relate to you. When they get older, they're going to have their own opinions about what they like. But right now, I think you should set a foundation of if you like classical rock music, that's the only kind of music you should give your child, because that way
We
they
don't
know
spend in the
you.
car listening to Baby Shark for 6 hours like some other idiot parents.
I don't know why you would do that. They're supposed to figure out who you are and be part of your family. And then as they get older, they'll spread their wings and do what they want. They'll do what they want. Trust me. They'll be who they are. But don't you want to have that like foundational connection where they know who you are?
Yeah, so she knows who the Doobie Brothers are. She knows the bass
Earth, Wind,
player
and
from
Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
She knows their names.
Yeah.
There's Vadim,
The Russian guitar player.
that guy. But then there's our favorite bass player,
Verdine White,
Vadim White.
co-founder of the band.
He's so great, guys.
You want to look like pure energy? A male form of Sandy that plays bass. Look
So
up
great.
Verdine White with
I just
Earth, Wind,
messed
and
up my
Fire.
name. It's fine.
That's Sandy, alter ego.
So great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it is
Thanks.
just spending time with them. Let them be
But
bored. Don't.
spend time with them the way you want to spend time with them.
Yeah.
That's important because you got to build a connection based on who you are so that you're being authentic and honest and they know who you are and where you're coming from. Oh, you listen to this? Okay, well, there you go. They listen to lots of talking
There you go.
and marching band music.
Yeah, I mean, she knows the original Star Wars soundtrack, like Empire Strikes
Yeah.
Back, A New Hope. I'll play that. And so
She
we've
knows the
got-
names of the songs of
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah, because I've told her that, and like we've read
The
her a
Battle
book.
at Hall.
We've read her the book of Star Wars, and it's got pictures in it. So it's It's like a kid's version of the original trilogy. So
Like
we
a
have to know
comic.
which the songs are.
It's kind of like a comic. I mean, it's not the same, but it's like the idea's there.
Yeah.
So anyways, what it means is that when she's old enough to watch Star Wars, we're going to watch it with her, and she kind of already knows what's going on. So my mom did that for me. My mom got us tickets to Phantom of the Opera, and I was in like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything. So she just played the soundtrack over and over and over again, told me the story. And it's kind of a cool story and kind of creepy. So it's kind of a cool bedtime story. Like, and then he comes out of the mirror. Oh. So anyways, I heard Phantom of the Opera. I knew all the songs. I knew the story. Then I go and see it live. I was right there with it. I understood everything. If my mom had never like exposed me to it beforehand, I would have been lost and not interested and bored. So
we had a very different experience on Phantom of the Opera because my first experience with Phantom of the Opera was the old 1930s silent movie version with Lon Chaney Sr.
Okay.
With the actual horror movie. Since you gave me a lot to think of, try. How do you feel?
I don't even know what Blippi is.
No clue what that is.
That's how much I feel. I don't even know what you're asking me. I don't know if that is a plastic toy or book or character or song or TV show. Or I literally don't know what Blippi is.
Never heard what that
but
is.
But I also don't like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just follow our gut.
We imagine we are like 80 years old, and that's more what we relate to. 60 to 80 years old.
We raise our children the way a 60-year-old probably raised their children. Like probably the way grandparents raise. Yeah.
Our parents. Yeah.
Like the way that our parents probably raised us, kind of, is how we raise ourselves.
Except less canned food.
Probably. Yeah, we do good food. Because I totally had that American cheese. Did you have American cheese? You know those slices? But see, my family, you know those Kraft commercials where they showed the milk being poured into one cup? Okay, I don't know if I want to change my life. But you know how you have the milk in one cup and the oil in the other? And they were like, this is Kraft Singles, and it was milk. They were like, this is the other American cheese. My family bought the oil American cheese. And when we saw that commercial, we would laugh and be like, the oil tastes so much better than the milk. Nice try, Kraft. So like, and the thing is, Kraft is individually wrapped like in those little thingies. And the other kind is not. It's just all stuck together, but because it's made out of oil, it's like really easy to like peel off. My family was so proud that we got the oil one, and it was so good. So we don't give her the American cheese. We don't buy American.
We make her go hunt for her food every day. She doesn't hunt. She doesn't eat.
Water.
Yes, we have 2 things that we're gonna taste.
I'm so excited because I'm so hungry. I ate lunch at 10:30 a.m.
Stand up. You don't look hungry.
Shut up.
All right, I'll go get the shaker cup. You want to do the protein or the protein bar first?
I want to do the protein drink. Let me tell you why. Because I'm so excited. We're going to have student math tutors tutoring other people. And if you want to like apply for it, you have to audition or interview with me. And I pretend to be a student and I make them tutor me. And I pretend to be not a very motivated or intelligent student. I make lots of mistakes. And then I see how they handle me. It's awesome. They've been doing so well. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. The teacher said something, but I wasn't really paying attention. Something about something. So fun.
What'd you say?
That's exactly.
Get it. I'm so witty.
I was so mad today. I tried to get a kid. He was obviously not paying attention to me.
To
get him to like prove that he wasn't listening. So I'm such a good actress, I swear. So I asked him a question. And I asked the friend the question because I was worried about both of them. And the friend said the right answer. And I look at the other guy and I go, does it really do this? And my face was basically making him super doubt if his friend was right. And so he was about to say no. And some girl chimes in, yup. And I was like, Sydney, stop it. She said, but I'm right. I'm like, I know you're right. And we know you're right. But he was going to think it was wrong. And I was going to be like, oh, I guess you weren't paying attention. And you just spit out the answer. You ruined everything, Sydney. I was like mad at her for getting it right. Shouldn't have shouted it out because I was doing something like, is it really every X? Like every X. Yes. Every X. Oh, that smells good. What is it? It smells like coffee. Is it coffee?
So this is Applied Nutrition ISO XP. So this is something Lucas, my Polish brother from another mother, sent this to us a while back, and we're getting around to tasting this. First off, we're going to say a special shout out to Mama Lucas, who went through her last round of chemo today. She's been fighting breast cancer. So I hope he's okay with me saying that. But yeah, she's a trooper. She's been fighting this with a good attitude. So thoughts, prayers, well wishes, all the good stuff for Mama over there in Poland. So this
Does
Applied
it kind of
Nutrition,
smell like coffee?
UK company. Yeah, it smells exactly like.
But it's not coffee.
No. All right. So we've got ISO XP. So the ingredients are 100% whey protein isolate.
So it's like
Fat reduced cocoa powder, flavoring, and sweetener is sucralose. 25 gram scoop. We have it is 89 calories.
What?
22.5 protein, 0 fiber, 0.09 grams of carbohydrates, and 0.24 grams of fat.
Wait a minute.
Damn, that's a
It
lean
is
protein.
89 calories.
89
Okay, you want to know
calories.
why? Because they sucked all the goodness out of the chocolate. Did anybody else hear that it was like cocoa without the fat?
Yeah.
They sucked out the fat. I'm like, so you took out the flavor? And then right after that, he said added flavoring. I'm like, yeah, you better, because it's going to be tasting like dirt.
And because this is a British company, it says 200 mils of water, not 6 to 8 ounces. So
22.5 grams of protein
yeah,
for 89 calories.
yeah. And there's approximately 40 servings per bag.
This is fascinating.
It's gonna be a super lean protein. We're gonna see how it tastes. So
And that's not one of those weirdo collagen. It's like it's a whey isolate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope it tastes good. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
that right now.
Super ice cold water here.
Even though they sucked out the fat from my cocoa. To be honest, I like white chocolate. We all know what that means. That's the part I like.
I can't
There's
stand
no.
white chocolate.
I love it. It's just the fat.
It's gross. It
And
doesn't taste
sugar.
like anything.
Darn right, it does taste like fat and sugar. Yum. So I was friends with someone in statistics class, and I said something about Chips Ahoy cookies not being really good, but I eat them anyways because I like them. But I know that they're not good, but I still eat them because I like them. But it's like one of those things. And he said it's the MSG, and he tried to. I'll tell you, he's like, I work at a Mexican restaurant, and like, there's this one ingredient that has MSG, and everybody loves it, but it's so bad for you. Don't eat this. And I was like, okay, I won't eat that.
In limited quantities, MSG really isn't bad for you. That got way over.
This smells more like chocolate now. Okay, are we ready, guys? Are we ready, guys? Are we ready, guys? Are we ready, guys? That does not taste bad. It just tastes really thin.
super thin.
Super thin, but it's not bad. It tastes like
It's got that.
chocolate caramel water.
You get that artificial sweetener taste.
Ooh,
on the
at the
back
end.
It's a
Right
really,
there.
It's a really prominent artificial
Oh.
sweetener taste on the end.
That, you know what it tastes like? You know those chocolate calendars? Or like if you eat
Yeah.
really cheap chocolate, like chocolate
Yeah.
from I don't know, like the grocery store, like not like Kit Kats. I'm talking like really cheap chocolates, like the
Yeah.
ones that they use to make the candy calendars with, or the ones they use to make anything that's
Yeah.
like not quality. That's what this chocolate tastes like.
Yeah. The caramel note basically it's subtle. Yeah, you get the sweetness there, but
Yeah.
it's not a very strong.
It's the
thing.
sweetness at the end, and then the sweetener hits you when all the chocolate and caramel go away.
Yeah, you get zing. So
And then you're like, this is what I taste like when I eat really cheap chocolate. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's only, I mean, if somebody really was, I mean, it's
super calorie
I
conscious.
mean,
yeah.
if you're cutting, this would be the jam for
Yeah.
you. If you're cutting, this would be the jam for you.
It's
Wow.
yeah.
That is cheapy chocolate flavored goodness right there. But I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat it.
Gold coin chocolate. Yes.
I was like, it's the chocolate that they
Yeah.
used to like mold into things,
Yep.
like like, I don't know how to
Good
explain
call,
it.
then.
It is. It's like the gold coins.
There's a protein powder supplement in GNC that has 51.7 calories, but that can only be
What can that be?
that's 15 grams. That's not even 15 grams of protein.
I was about
Because
to say how. Yeah.
each
just
gram of protein
protein.
is 4 calories per gram.
Right.
So
Divide that by 4, you got like 12.
12, 13 grams
Yeah.
of protein per scoop, maybe.
Yeah.
That's got to be it.
Okay, so maybe it's just not a high protein content per scoop, but it is still 50 calories. I mean, I get
Yeah.
it. You know,
Yeah.
it does the job.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Energy drinks just seem to cost so much
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. Each
That's why we don't
energy
buy
drink
them.
is like $2.50 to $3, and you're paying for the canned carbonated water. I mean, that's why I don't understand like why RTD protein shakes, why people would buy that.
I know, but
Or I'll
they
get-
do.
Oh yeah, they just like.
Well, how
it's-
do they go to Starbucks and get coffee?
Well,
They
yeah,
just
they're
make
saying
coffee.
it's too time consuming to mix up. How time consuming it is it to take 6-8 ounces of water, pour in a shaker, shake it, and I don't know.
Ah.
But there are people that will like
But they do.
DoorDash or Uber Eats coffee to their house.
No, they won't. Nobody
Yes.
does that. You're
Yeah.
making that up.
No,
Nobody
on-
Uber eats coffee to their house.
I am
I
dead
disagree with
serious.
this.
On some of the podcasts I've listened to, some of the bodybuilding podcasts, they say their wives have Uber Eats or their girlfriends will spend like $500 a month on like Uber Eats delivers some coffee to
No,
their
they don't.
place. Yes.
I'm disagree.
I would be-
This is just a lie. Nobody does that. I'm gonna pretend no one does
Some
that.
people love their Starbucks and have to have it every day.
It's just coffee, and that's the thing, though. Like,
I don't know. I don't
and
even
the
like
thing
Starbucks
that's so
coffee.
crazy.
It tastes burnt.
Wait, this is the thing that kills me. So you get all these like high school girls that are like worried about their figure, which they shouldn't. They're growing young girls, but then they're downing huge Starbucks frappuccinos that are like,
What do we even call that coffee?
how many? I don't know how many calories. It's like 600 calories and just that one thing. And I'm like, well, no wonder you're not hungry because you just. They're like, I don't want to eat. I was like, I know because you're eating a ton of caffeine and sugar right there.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
It'd be interesting to calculate the cost of water and energy for us to Yeah.
It saves on my water bill.
100 times. Exactly. Frappuccinos.
Oh my God, it's so fun. And I used to get those. Like,
Mocha frappuccinos.
I would get those.
I would
I would
too.
get the mocha chip. That was it. It was the mocha chip frappuccino because it had like chip. Like, it had like
Yeah.
chocolate covered like
Chocolate
coffee
chips in
beans
it,
or something in there. Oh my God, it's so good. And it was like swirled. and
Impresses me
whipped
so
cream.
much every day. Usually like absolutely before bed at night we read, but even just sometimes during the day, like on the weekends we'll read to her.
She
But
loves
yeah,
being
that was
read to.
something ingrained in both Sandy and I when we were little. Like my mom read a ton to me. Both my mom and dad read a
I
ton
loved
to me.
reading.
I was a voracious reader.
That's what you do when you don't
growing
have
up.
friends and you're ugly.
Well, I had friends. I just like to read.
I was
mean-
ugly and I didn't have friends, so I read.
Yeah.
Then I stopped reading when I got pretty. This is a bad thing. I don't want my daughter to have that habit.
And then now you're back to not having any friends. So what does that say? Did you
I
get
love
ugly?
reading.
Did you get ugly?
Now we read all the time. Now this is funny. There's a picture of her.
So here is all right. So before she was actually even old enough to understand, like we didn't start off reading her Dr. Seuss when she was
When
like
she was
a month or 2 months old.
3 months old.
This is what I was reading aloud. The history of the Mafia family.
He has the best sounding voice though. Because I wanted to hear about the mafia. So he
Hmm.
would read to us and he would read out loud to her. And she would be sucking. She was literally like 3 months old, like bald. I'm talking a baby. We have pictures. And she would be, and he would just have his coffee and he's reading. And she'd be sucking on her little maraca. And she's like, just watching him read. It's just the sound of the language. And so she speaks more appropriately. And Robert corrects her every time she speaks inappropriately. And it's not even that bad, guys. I'm
That's
not
the way
even
I
saying.
grew up. That's the way
But,
my dad grew
I
up.
mean, he corrects things that you wouldn't even think are necessarily needing to get corrected. Like she'll say, "Read to me, Daddy," and he'll say, "Try again."
No, she'll say,
I was like,
read
that's
me,
not-
read me Thanos.
"Read me Thanos." I was like, "That's not even a bad thing. Read me a book." He's like, "No, say it properly." I was like, "I don't even know what you're trying to get from her. What did she say? And what is it you want her to say?
Will you read this book to me?
Will you read this book to me? Not read to me or
No,
read
no.
me, not read me.
Read me this book.
Read me this book." He'll say, "Read to me. I'd like you to read to me." I was like, "Oh, okay. I think we're a little nitpicky with prepositions, but whatever."
Proper English. So my dad's mother was an English teacher. She also taught Greek and Latin at a high school too. So, and then
That'll do it.
I had very
I didn't
strict
know that.
English teachers growing up in high school too. Mr. Rosso. I know you're never going to watch this, but thank you for
Oh,
everything.
wouldn't that be nice if you did?
It would be, yeah. Well, he'd be proud. I grew up in I write for a large majority of my profession.
Good writer, buddy.
I'd like to think so. We got that.
I love that.
Gene Pro Fruity Cereal, 26.4 grams of protein per serving, which is 1 scoop. Then they're lying on their nutrition facts. Let me see.
That's funny, Robert.
Obviously, somebody on their squad can't do math properly.
Oh, this is. Thank you for telling us about this. What if they're telling the truth? Okay, Robert. Wait. Do you want to share your screen?
I'm going to pull it up first. Equivalencies based on the clinical trial NCT 09, blah, blah, blah. This also establishes the medical grade title of this product. Instantized whey protein digestive enzyme blend.
Wait a minute. This says 51 calories and 26 grams of protein.
Here we go. Okay, these people are full of shit. This is what I'm going to say right
Okay,
here.
guys. Disclaimer. Actually, wait, no, not disclaimer. What? I don't know.
They're
Allie would
flat
get
out,
rejected.
no, they're flat out fucking lying.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it, Robert.
1 scoop, 7.2 grams.
Yes,
26 grams of protein in a 7.2 gram scoop.
that's hilarious. How does that work?
It doesn't.
Wait,
They're saying it's based on this clinical trial that they've got some kind of magic special kind of
Yeah.
amino or instantized whey protein
Yeah.
blend that's delivering more protein than you can actually have per gram that's in the product.
So they're saying it's almost like it's like a concentrated version. It's
Like
concentrated.
essential amino acids, but no.
Yeah, you're right. I'm giving you 7 grams, and you know what you're getting? 25 grams of protein. I'm giving you 7 grams of something, and you're getting 25 grams of protein.
I don't believe
I'm going to
this
say
for a
that one more
second.
time and just make sure we understand input output like a function.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem, I mean, there's definitely some stars with that.
Yeah. Based on the data from the clinical trial. Yeah, I don't. I'm highly
hesitant.
suspect.
I'd be
Highly.
hesitant. I'd say just eat some chicken.
Yeah.
I'd say just eat a chicken breast if you're going to go there.
Man.
Like if you're cutting that much and you really need it,
Yeah.
I'd say just eat
Yeah.
some shrimp, some salmon.
Yeah, I
some
would almost rather
whitefish,
like an EAA supplement than that,
beef
man.
jerky.
That is
I think I'd just eat the protein. I think I'd just eat the food.
yikes.
Wow.
Yikes.
But that's even, I don't know. I feel like that's just like kind of illegal, right? Like to say that you can get.
They're quoting a clinical trial. I'm gonna have to go and look at that actual clinical trial number because that
It doesn't make any. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but like when you think about literally input output, grams
7
is
grams
mass.
and you're giving me 26 grams.
It's a mass thing. It's mass. It's a mass thing.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's a mass.
Does not compute. Does not.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, but that's making me think about how people can get. Okay, so like it was like with your friend Alan when he was talking about Weight Watchers, and they want people in Weight Watchers to eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruit, and they want them to eat things like Greek yogurt. But then they put 0. I think they put 0 points.
The old system. I mean, they revamped their
Okay,
nonsense
good.
every year, so I don't know what they're at now.
But it was like he was saying they got like 0 points for any vegetable, and he was like, okay, but if you eat like 8,000 calories of vegetables, you're going to gain weight. Like it's not like it doesn't give you. But the thing is,
it's
they get
hard
this.
to do that, but it's still
They
possible.
get this mind. Yeah, it's harder, but they get this mindset. The people get the mindset like, oh, it doesn't count for anything, as if like you're not actually getting any calories from the food. And I think one of the ones was like beans or something, or like no calories, or like Greek yogurt is no calories. He's like, no, there's calories. Like I don't know why you're saying no. Like I get that there are no points, but you could gain weight on that. It's food for thought. So it's just one of those things where it's a misdirect. It's almost like magic trick. It's like a misdirection.
Yeah.
You know, the prestige. Prestige, I learned from a documentary I saw on Netflix, means to lie. Which, if you watch the movie The Prestige and you think about magicians, makes sense. And then we sit there and we say that is a very prestigious school. Like I think we're literally saying out loud they're full of doo-doo. That's what we're saying. And yet we don't realize we're saying it because we're like,
Look up what the actual
it's so
definition of prestige is.
prestigious. Look at definition. No. The actual, go to the root word. The root word.
Etymology of it?
Yeah, the etymology. Because we're giving them esteem. But I want to say the actual word is a French word. What it actually means, because what it's become now is different. What it's become now is that we're giving admiration to somebody. But that's not what the original word was. What was the original, the root? What's the original word? That's not good. That is not good. Aha,
Right.
illusion. Boom.
Etymology from French prestige, illusion,
There you go.
fascination, enchantment.
Yeah.
From the Latin prestigium, a delusion, an illusion. Despite the phonetic similarities and the old meaning of delusion, illusion, trick, the word has a different root than prestigitator, which is conjurer, and prestigitation.
Prestigitation is a word?
Prestidigitation. Yeah.
Prestidigitation. Dang. Okay, so anyways, so that is right. It's an illusion. I mean, it makes sense. But then we've taken it to mean something it's not. And now I feel like we should go back to the root word when we think about it. Like, oh, you come from a prestigious, that's great. I don't care. It's an illusion. It doesn't mean anything.
I think our marriage is prestigious.
No!
All right, you want to try this protein?
Yes. Oh my God. Today, this sweet senior who has 100 in my class is sitting right here.
Oh, no.
And I'm teaching the integrals and I'm trying to get them away because I'm tired and I'm trying. And I see him as I'm talking, like this is the ear that's towards, so it's like sideways. And he's going,
I can relate.
and I go, oh my God, Josh, guys, he's covering his ear because I'm so loud. And he's like, yeah, it was really loud. I had to cover my ear. I said, you can scoot away from me. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm so loud. I project really loud.
Blame it on your family.
Funny story. Yeah, I'm the quiet one of my family.
That's scary.
I'm gonna let that soak in for a second because I'm not exaggerating. I'm the quiet one of my family.
When we were
And I
dating in
don't
high school,
change.
I come from a very quiet family, as you all can probably tell. When I would go over to her house during high school when we were dating, I would take 2 Excedrin every time
Migraine pills.
because I would get a headache every time because their normal conversation volume is shouting.
Over each other. Like it's like,
It was.
anyways.
Yes. All right. So let's.
So I was saying, I'm really excited to eat this.
Peanut butter lovers flavor of Muscle Farm Combat Bars.
I'm so loud. I used to think it's because I think like I have like a big mouth and it's like like a megaphone. That's what I think. I think I should have a big mouth. It sounds like a megaphone.
So we've reviewed a couple of Muscle Farm Combat Bars on the channel over the years, but 210 calories per bar, 8 grams of fat, 25 grams of carbohydrates, 5 grams of sugar alcohol, 7 grams of fiber, 20 grams of protons.
That's fine.
Ingredients: protein blend of whey isolate, milk isolate, whey protein hydrolysis, whey protein concentrate, peanuts, chicory root fiber, vegetable glycerin, sugar, vegetable oils, maltitol, soy protein isolate, water, salt, resistant maltodextrin, natural flavors, reduced mineral whey protein, dextrose, cocoa, soy lecithin, potassium sorbate, tapioca starch, sunflower lecithin, almond, and sucrose. So you can see a very minimal ingredient.
I was going to say, now I understand why those bars that are not good that everybody eats, the ones made of egg whites, the dates, they're made of
RX
dates.
bars.
RX bars. The only one I like is the dark chocolate sea
salt.
salt.
Yeah.
But now I understand why they like it because it's like 4 ingredients. It's like, these are our ingredients.
So this is what the peanut butter lovers bar looks
I want
like.
to eat it so bad. I'm salivating. It's got stuff. Good. I got.
Is this animal?
Why is it like whipping? It didn't work. Ooh, that's a good one. Take a second. Take a second. It's like a smooth, warm peanut butter, you know?
Very chewy. That's part of the glycerin that's in there.
It's a typical protein bar texture. I like it. It's not too sweet. It's super peanut buttery.
It's like almost like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
It really is. It's really good.
Really good.
It's good. It tastes like a protein bar. Now, you know how I feel about texture?
It's got the texture of
It's the texture of a
but
protein
the
bar.
taste is really good.
It's not too sweet. I'm realizing maybe I'm just getting older. Am I just getting older? And I'm like, what are those old people that are like, too sweet? It's too sweet. I don't like that sweetness.
Yeah.
Today I had a girls, so seniors can go out to eat for lunch and then they come back. I had this class right after lunch. And she has this, I don't know, like bread pudding with this like whipped cream sauce thing. And she's taking a quiz. And I said, I really want to eat a bite of your cake while you're taking your quiz. She's like, you can have a bite. I was like, can I have a bite? Because I'm going to have a bite. So I go and get a bite. And it's not too sweet. It looks like it's going to be the sweetest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's this like banana nut bread looking bread pudding thing.
Yeah.
And then there's just whipped, like this crazy swirly, cinnamony, rolly. Oh my God, it wasn't too sweet. It was so good. And this thing is not too sweet. It just tastes like good
really,
peanut butter.
really good.
Oh, this is good.
Feel free.
I'm so hungry.
Did you? No, I didn't. We got some of those My Protein, like the cookies and cream bars, a couple weeks ago. We weren't overly impressed. Those ones that we tried, the taste of those weren't good. So that was one strike against the My Protein for getting their bars, and then a vegan bar. That's strike 2.
There's no reason.
No, I'll wait around until there's another protein.
That is hilarious.
Probably could have.
That was really
I
fun.
mean, yeah. I was going to say something about your mother, but
I was too, but we were.
we'll just keep it off. We'll keep it there. We'll keep it safe.
It's kind of gross. It's fun.
Oh, I wasn't even going with that.
Oh,
I was going with her.
Never mind. I was just gonna say
Which way
she's
she
gross.
leans on certain
Oh,
things.
no, I was gonna say my mom was like so gross.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of grew up in a kind of a gross family. We never really drank milk, so we'd have like chunky milk in the fridge. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. So as y'all can see, the cut is still clearly in effect too. We had lunch at 10:30 today, so you burned it off.
It was so long ago, and you should have seen me teaching today, man. I was sweating.
But you did start training again this week, so that's
Thank
good.
you.
You did, so you've earned your protein bar. You've earned those 200 calories.
As Sophia says, don't skip leg day, mommy. She asked if there's a hand day. When do we do hand day? It's like that. Robert, when do we do hand day? We do leg day. We do arm day.
Handstand day. We'll do that.
Or
Those pants will start collecting dust.
no! As I'm eating a candy chocolate because it makes me fat, but it's so good.
Bonus points if anybody gets that reference.
I love that reference so much.
Oh, we'd also be remiss to mention,
Hmm?
I should mention that the Massive Iron Creatine Plus is actually shipping out now. So we have it in stock. It started shipping yesterday. So if you guys are interested in changing out your creatine or seeing what else is out there, feel free to click the link down below. I'm horrible at promoting myself and selling it, so that's about the biggest sales pitch you're going to get from me.
I can't talk because
Would you like some carbonated water?
yes,
Or
I
some
would.
peanut butter whiskey?
This is a typical peanut. It's a typical protein bar, guys. There's like a lot of chewing, guys. Guys, ew! Don't put that. Don't put that
No,
comment.
that's not.
Don't post that comment. Don't do it. Okay.
See, that's what.
Is that true?
Well, there's 10 grams of D-ribose in there, but D-ribose, a lot of people are going to see that and say, "Oh my God, 10 grams of carbs." But you know what? That is a special type of carbohydrate that actually has a blood sugar lowering effect.
Oh,
So-
well, you didn't know that.
Steve and I recorded a video that's on the Massive Iron channel yesterday, and I kind of went into some of the science behind D-ribose. So it's got a hypoglycemic effect instead of a hyperglycemic effect.
That's
So
actually fascinating.
yeah, plus it's got heart health benefits and a couple of other cool things in there. So
What foods have that in it? Like, what food could I
well,
eat and be like,
your body naturally makes it. It's a building
Oh.
block of ATP.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
I'd like to play my Get It On song. Give It Up song. Get Up, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
That's not even one of the good ones.
Yes, it is. And it's because it's that movie from the King. Oh, you never saw it. That's why you don't love the song. You had to have seen the movie. It's the movie with Samuel L. Jackson, the Kingsmen, whatever.
No,
Play the
it's not.
song. It's great.
Matt, going back to this, I just thought of something. This reminds me almost of like the HumaPro thing that ALR Industries used to sell a couple years ago as like their ideal human protein. They were saying you get like 5 grams
Mhm.
of essential amino acids, and it's
CJ.
equal to it's equal to like 25 grams of protein. That's what
Mhm.
this, and it reeks of just like probably a really, really poorly conducted study. I wouldn't buy that, and
Yeah, we were doing reviews with CJ at the time. Because I remember he was like, that's interesting. And you were like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah,
you were
that doesn't
not
work.
into it. And I was like, I don't know if I trust those.
Yeah. Look at you with that memory. You remember certain things.
I remember obscure things. That's what I remember.
So you want me to play what?
Casey and the Sunshine Band. Give It Up. Baby, give it up. Okay. Oh, it's so good. No, don't look at the video. Just look at this. The video is horrible.
We're showing the video.
No, I don't want the video because then
We're
they're going to ruin the
showing
song.
the video.
No.
We're showing the video.
No.
Hey, you wanted to put
Good
this
grammar and
nonsense on
spelling
there.
are important.
But the video
If
is
you
like
want to write
scary.
essays
Doesn't
that
matter.
inspire.
Doesn't matter. Okay, just all of you watching this, look.
The video is creepy, but the song is good. Come on.
Hey, you started this. I didn't. This isn't even one of their best songs. I mean, look at that shot right there. You know this is gonna be good. You know this is.
Okay,
gonna be
everybody,
good.
let's dance. The song is so good, guys.
I have not had enough to drink yet to watch this.
This is what I do my passion.
I'm so glad you're off camera right now. I'm not
He's so creepy looking. I can't do it. It's too creepy, right? I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. All
It's
right.
creepy. It's creepy, guys. I'm sorry if we scared you and gave you nightmares.
Oh
So
my
creepy.
goodness.
So creepy. Those pants are so tight. And he's like, I want you. I'm like, oh my God, stop looking at me. But I was showing him how I dance in the classroom. Was I just like, it's such a good song. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And so every time somebody got it right, I was like, da-da-da-da-da-da. I just play it like a game show. Because they were so tired and they didn't want to do any math. I was like, fine, I'll just do soundtrack blitz like a DJ in my math class to get you in there. I'm exposing them to a world of good music. So you're welcome. Yeah, Robert, you need those pants.
I do. Yes, we did. The Supplementary channel just hit 2,000 subscribers today, last night.
I don't know what that
yesterday,
means. That's so
I
exciting.
mean, yeah, it's been a slow. Some people go viral and get 100,000 subscribers, and I've been doing this for 2+ years.
Hey,
and I'm at
man,
2,000 now.
slow and steady raises
we've
your
got
race.
loyal
We're like an
people.
exponential function.
We're
just in
not
the...
full of Russian bots. We're
We're
full
not
of real
like
people.
Just go.
Exactly. We're full of real subscribers that actually tune in and ask questions.
I'm sorry.
Look up Fortigen. Okay, let's do that.
Ooh, give us all the juice. Dirt. That's what I meant to say. Okay, where are we going? Here it is.
It says Jockwitch Medical. Is this by John Jockwitch, that guy
Who's John Jockwitch?
the guy that sells some really shady products on
Shady
online?
man.
Yeah, Dr. John Jockwitch.
Is he the one who's not a doctor and he's a lawyer?
No, that's Tony
Oh,
Hughes.
Sorry, that makes me laugh.
Fortigen calories 4.
4 calories.
Friendly,
Okay.
powerful muscle. Fast
Why
and
we
friendly.
created an imaginary product? Well, I think it's a great idea to make up a product.
Ingredients: amino acids, ratios optimized for muscle building utility, malic acid. Where's the actual ingredients?
4 calories from protein.
10 grams of amino acids. That does not yield 4 grams of. That's not 4 calories.
That's so funny.
And you technically can't claim any calories from protein with individual amino acids. That's an FDA thing right there.
That's a thing. He know.
In order for the body for protein synthesis to occur, all 9, not 8 essential amino acids must be present at the same time, and in the correct ratio to one another. The more the ratio of the 8-9 essential amino acids changes for the optimal pattern, the less the body utilizes the protein. Fortigen has the most optimized amino acid ratios, which actually has not
It's actually
been
missing
identified,
one.
because it's actually changing constantly in your body depending on what food you're eating and what proteins and things are getting broken down.
We know things. We're a unit. I'm married to him. We know
This is
things.
shit.
We know things. We know things. You can take credit for anything I do. I will give you credit for anything I do. Whenever I do something powerful, you can totally take credit for it.
12 years in, I'm still waiting.
Good thing you're so powerful. You don't.
Fortigen complies with FDA labeling early. Does not require the FDA's approval because it's a dietary supplement. Yes.
So there you go. So they can just make arbitrary random claims.
We can say anything about dietary supplements.
We can say
Not
whatever we want.
require FDA approval.
So we can do whatever we want. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm doing whatever I want.
There we go. Yeah. Thanks for the heads up on.
I
just,
like these. I like it when Robert what's it called? Debunks things. Thanks, Brooke.
Thank you, Brooke.
Funny story about me. I was saying, you know the movie Knives Out? More of a recent movie where the girl, every time she lies, she throws up. So she physically can't get away with lying. It's kind of a big deal, right? I feel like I am a version of that, but I just can't lie. Like it's not, oh, when I lie, I feel bad. Or when I lie, it's obvious. I think I was born with this genetic thing where I literally can't lie, even when I really should lie. What I do is I don't say anything as often as possible. When I do say something, it's a horrible idea. But I try not to say something because it comes out, because it's bad. It's bad.
No Russian bots. Yep. Robbie is the secret covert Russian operative on the channel. I swear he had to have worked for the KGB at one point. Probably not, but
Who
it'd be
scares
really
you?
cool.
Wait, question. Who scares you more? KGB, CIA? Wait for it, because they're both listening.
Since we're in America, I'm going to say the CIA.
CIA doesn't operate on American soil. I learned that.
Sure they don't.
Sure they don't.
Sure they don't.
It's okay, CIA, you're fine. I always do that. It's fine. I'm with you.
But we're going through a VPN right now. We're okay. We're protected.
It's all good.
Probably not. We have also says something about how 80% of whey protein is whey sample. Yeah, that's not true. Whey protein is one of the highest bioavailable, if not the highest bioavailable protein on the market. God, I hate see this.
Okay, wait.
I'm so much torn about shit like this because on the one hand, I'm torn. Like part of this stuff just makes me want to like pass off supplements forever and just say I'm done with this industry because there's so much nonsense and bullshit. And supplements really only give you like that much benefit in your life. And so I'm thinking, do I really want to keep spinning my wheels in this industry? And then at the other point, I'm like, somebody needs to stand up and call out all this bullshit. But
people are
like,
believing this.
But do
Why
I want to
wouldn't
like
they?
make my life being the angry guy that's yelling at all these people saying
the angry guy at the porch?
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
So it's like, where do I, or do I just try to always like accentuate the good things? So like that's what Shane is really good at Stack 3D. Like even if like a shit product comes out, he will try to put it in a very
pretty light,
good light. Yeah, saying something really good. He covers it, as neutral as possible. He doesn't really give his opinion on this. And every time I see a new ingredient or a new product, there's something in my mind that's just like, all right, get ready to tear this down because these unscrupulous motherfuckers are trying to do something off on the,
yeah, they do. And
so,
people do that. They see an opportunity to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and that's what's so frustrating about the industry. And that's why, a lot of these,
it's not just this industry, though. You keep saying that. All industries have this.
Yeah, and I guess because I'm so steeped in it that the past 6 months, I keep going like back and forth. I'm like, am I ready to just wash my hands of all of this? And like, I'll just go be a bourbon reviewer because there's no bullshit going on where it's like
there's that much alcohol. Yeah, it tastes good, it tastes bad.
Yeah, so I mean, there's good things about the supplement industry, but there's so much unscrupulous shit like this and the Gene Pro advertising and the advertising around the ALR stuff. It's that kind of stuff. Or anytime you see something from V-Shred pop on, or
and people believe it.
Tony Huge or any of these knuckleheads.
That makes me sad. I think I don't know. I kind of feel like people need to listen and hear the. At my school, we are trained to try to see the true, the good, and the beautiful in whatever it is you're dealing with. So I don't know. I guess I would just say try to find the true, good, and beautiful of your industry.
Yeah. Here's beautiful. There's the beautiful of the industry.
Yes.
I feel the same way about belonging. It makes me ill.
That means I know Brooke likes me.
There we go.
I appreciate.
Or she's throwing up and we just can't see her right now.
No, I can't. I don't know. I think my whole life there was no reason for me to ever lie. Like there was never a situation where I needed to lie really. So I just never did. So I never got good at it, never practiced it. Certainly not an art I'm skilled at. And I certainly don't need to.
The mutants next door.
Oh.
In regards to the 3-letter. Oh, yeah. Supplements are a hobby for most people, but some crooks try to turn them into lectures. Exactly.
I think it happens.
Yes.
I mean, I think people are going to, and like, okay, so like the Catholic Church, let's just go there. So like we're Catholic. And one of my friends who was born and raised Catholic is now, she's like, that's why I'm not a Catholic. I'm going to be Methodist. And I was like, well, if the Methodist Church was as powerful and as huge as the Catholic Church, I'm pretty sure they'd be corrupt too. It has nothing to do with the church. It has nothing to do with anything. It could start out as world, like if you're going to, when you like go to another country and the Peace Corps. It doesn't matter if it started out with altruistic intentions. Anything big and powerful run by men will eventually become corrupt. That's just the way human nature is.
Like the Democratic Party.
Well, or the Republican Party or the Democratic Party or any party that happens to be in charge. This is ridiculous. It's naive to not know history and human nature. And human nature, when given a lot of power, no matter how nice the person started out, they're going to be corrupt. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get canceled. We'll start having protesters marching.
I'm just saying, corruption exists wherever there's a lot of power. And even if things don't start. So like, I'm totally going to give it. I was going to be like, like Facebook or Amazon or Google, like all these places started out fine. And then the more powerful you get, the harder it is.
Yeah, and they just start mining data.
You start doing unscrupulous things just to keep your power. And it's just what human nature does. It's what we do. Yeah. That's why I'm glad I'm not super powerful.
As long as you stick to your beliefs and honor for use, fans will be good. Thank you so much, Brooke. Also, both of your personalities line.
That's fantastic. How can both of our personalities align with one? That's awesome. Maybe she just likes one and is like the other. Because I feel like we're very different personality-wise.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We really are, actually. It was so... I don't want to get into it. Never mind. I was going to get... never mind.
I feel like you have to now.
God.
This isn't a weekly sitcom where you just go to black all of a sudden. What happens next week? To be continued.
To be continued. No, I was just going to say, like, God, I was in, like, a parent teacher conference and it's fine. But like when the kid is struggling and barely passing, and then I know that the kid is going through some serious issues, but I'm really proud of the kid for trying and working really hard. And I'm trying to say, you're doing really well. I'm really proud of you. And then of course, I don't want to talk about it. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
But then the mom comes in, and I know the mom thinks they're doing a good job. Everybody thinks they're doing a good job. But she comes in and she's like, see, look at your grades. Look at all the zeros. I'm like, why don't you get out of her face? You're making it worse. Like, you're the nag, and you're just depressing. Like, and then they put the kid in counseling because they don't know how to talk to their kid, which is fine, whatever. It's not like I'm against counseling so much, whatever. But I'm like, but see, like, you're the reason. You're the reason they're in, because you don't know how to talk to your kid. You don't see them for who they are. And then the kid said, well,
You're going to do a sitcom thing.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. But the thing I was going to say that really bothers me is you don't know yourself, and then you try to live vicariously through your kid, right? So your kid wants to take Latin or French, and you say, no, I want you to take, I'm like, I'm sorry, time out. Why do you want anything? You got your chance to take your foreign language in your school. Why are you making your child take they have to pick one, right? So you say, which one do you want to take? And then they're going to take one. Why do you have an opinion about what language your kid takes? And so this kid is failing the language that this person hates and has no interest in, but desperately wanted to take the other one. Who knows how good they would have done if they were actually interested. And then the parent has the audacity to blame the child. Like, you put them there. So,
personalities match so well. We only need 7 times, not 9.
It was not. It was 7. Don't exaggerate, Devin. We don't lie. We tell the truth, and it was only 7 times. Funny story. This couple that's been dating for like 5 years broke up. They're doing the school play, and the little girl. I think I told you that, and I was like, oh, awkward, because they're literally in like classes together, and they sit next to each other. And one of the teachers was like, dude, they broke up. I totally had them do like a partner thing today, and they were talking to each other. And I guess I was like, they're kind of professionals because they're pros. They've broken up before. They're like me and Robert. It reminded me of us. And I don't want to go up to them now because they're in a breakup, but I want to be like, it's going to be fine, guys. You're going to be fine.
Yeah. Well,
you're probably going to get married.
My sister, Jolie, and her now husband broke up and then got back together. But Philip and his wife, Heather.
You never did it, guys. Where was your breakup?
No, I don't think my mom and dad did either.
No, I thought they did. Did they not?
I don't think they did.
I thought I remember that. Maybe I'm making. I know Grandma Pam did.
Yeah, Norm and Pam did. Yeah.
They got full on divorced and got right back together.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Taking one for the team.
Interesting. Yeah. If you're not breaking up and getting back together, I mean,
you're not doing it right. I actually tell that to my kids though. I'm like, how do you know who they really are until you break up with them? Are they the crybaby one? Are they the mean one? Do they gossip about you and lie about you behind your back? There's no integrity there. You know the best ex-boyfriend is the one that pretends you don't exist.
He had an ironclad grip. He just wasn't letting go.
He was too busy doing pull-ups with one arm while designing an airplane, like a model airplane, like with the other hand. And then he flew it in the air.
He actually gave a presentation yesterday. So one of his old professors from Bama called him up and had him talk to
like via Zoom.
Talk to a class of up and coming engineers on like what it's like to be a structural engineer doing important things.
That's so exciting.
Not doing nonsense on YouTube like we are.
Oh, I think we're doing the right thing. I think we're doing the right thing.
Chance, you might have more for Jim. I'm sure if I reached out to Ben, he would be more than happy to come on there. Yeah, Ben's an awesome guy. Super smart, makes really good stuff. Yeah, we need to reach out. We are having John Romano come on the podcast. I think it's this week.
Sorry, I got hungry. I thought of Romano cheese, and then I thought of pasta.
Speaking of which, it is 5:35.
I know.
You
like,
probably
I'm
do
hungry.
need to go.
I gotta go get some food with Sophia. We're gonna do mommy-daughter dinner because tomorrow I'm having dinner with an old student of mine. I never taught her, but she was in my homeroom. She's she's in college now. She's at UT, and she's like, "Hey, Miss Janetsky, you want to have dinner?" I was like, "Yes, catch up. Tell me all about your life."
And if you're in need for a good laugh, go look up Wham's "Wake Me Up Before You Go."
Wake me up before you
go watch that tonight before you go to bed.
It's the dancing and the outfits. And then there's this one part, when he gets really serious and he's doing it's like a close-up of the screen and he's like this and he has like colored bracelets and he's like, "Come on, baby." It's so funny.
Creepy. It's creepier than Casey and the
Casey and the Wait, let's finish on that note because he's so happy.
Should we? More guests. Wahoo! I learned so much. Yeah, we're gonna do
That's
guests.
so
but
exciting.
We're gonna space them out because we really like the
Love
flow,
that.
like the five of us, the 4 or 5 of us have, and so
Yeah.
yeah, it seems
They don't
like,
do them back to back, right?
yeah. I like the flow that the panel has. Having a guest every now and then is really good, but it's like the ratings and the reviews and the views actually. We get higher of those, more of those, when it's just the 4 of us being
When
knuckleheads.
it's just the friends.
All right, so you really want me to do this?
I don't know. I just really like that song. I know you don't like that song as much as I do, but it's because you didn't see The King's Men. Guys, it's When the Heads Explode. Spoiler alert, it's the song they play when the, oh, you want to do that one?
That's what you said.
No, I was talking about the other one, the Casey and the Sunshine Band song I was listening to before. But you can play this one too. This one's really funny. It's up to you.
No,
We're gonna get banished from this
we
thing
could
anyway.
just say we'll cap it there. Go look up "Wake Me Up Before You Go" by Wham. You'll enjoy it.
We have
You're welcome.
really good 80s music videos.
Yes, we do.
For you.
80s are the best decade.
It was the
believe it.
only decade that could do what it did. No other decade could pull off the movies, the music, the style. Like, I still don't know how it was possible.
Lots of cocaine.
I still, yeah, lots of cocaine. What was I thinking? Of course that's how it was possible.
Yeah.
Lots of cocaine.
Thank you, Pablo Escobar. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, we appreciate doing this. We have fun doing this as knuckleheaded as we are with all this. If you like what we're doing here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the bells down below to always get notified, and leave us a comment. If you have any questions for a future episode, send them to the supplementengineer@gmail.com or leave a comment down below. And if you're looking for a creatine supplement, make sure to check out Massive Iron Creatine, which is now shipping to a doorstep near you.
To a doorstep near you. Bye.